The next section, this is just a section about your production and calendar plan. Now, I can't do this for every single person. You're gonna have to make this fit for you. I don't know how many days of the month you have, what it is you have available to you. I've made an example on here, example month 1 and 2. They both have 28 days in them, so they're both February. I'm gonna give you an example of a production calendar, because now you have this idea, I wanna make a channel, I need to download everything, I need to edit, I've got to research I've done on this other document that we made. I know all my titles. I've got a whole list here of 30 titles, 30 ideas. I've got 30 scripts even, 30 thumbnails I've got made and stuff. Now I need to work out my production, everything. So let's go back a step. This might be when you launch. This might be your planning month. Let's say the month now is, I don't know, it's September, and you want to launch in November or whatever. So let's go through this and how it is you would work. So you need a certain amount of research time, right? So if we call that research, this is pretty much what I do on Arch channel. So I'm going to research like that. You might want to be more specific, like research competitors, thumbnails, titles, right? And you're going to do that probably over more than one day. Let's make that smaller because my OCD will go crazy. You're probably going to want to do that over a couple of days at least, right? Let's say we're here. And then you're going to want to rework those, because I said you need to go back over and rework those, and then same again on the next day. And now you've got a reworked set of plans here for all your competitors ones. That's doing this one. You've done everything. You've got your thumbnails, scripts, everything that you need is all here. You've researched this after 4 days, okay? It may be that during that time you're finding yourself an editor, or maybe you can already edit, or you've been learning to edit. I can't schedule in the time you need to edit, but let's work that out. So you have yourself 30 videos, right? Maybe then you're going to do stuff like script I don't know, video 1, and then you're gonna download footage and music. So now you've downloaded like your sound effects, your music, you've kind of worked out what your video is going to be about already for your script. So you're going to download that. It's probably going to take you more than, you could do that a full day if you're blasting it out. If you're doing it over 2 days, maybe you're like this, video 1, and then you need to do things like edit video 1. Once again, let's do that, move that down to 8, I think it was, and then let's do the same on day 8. So by this time you've done all your month's research and stuff, and by day number 8 you've got yourself edited video 1. Now you may want to work out, then you go in and fill the blanks here. I might get quicker at it. Now I've done this example, I can script and sort of my stuff out video 2. I can edit video 2 here. Script, edit, script, edit, script, edit, script, edit, script, edit. By the end of this, that might mean you've got something like 10 videos done. Now I've got another course talking about how to do this, and I'll mention it here on your best plan for launch. We know from previous videos that YouTube at first needs to understand, what is your channel about? What are people that click on it? What do they also watch? And other people that click on it and watch, they watch. And what do they have in common? What's your channel about? Let's share it with more people. That takes time. You have to do something called front loading your channel. I would, for the very first month, put videos out 1 every single day. Now you're gonna get low views and not many people watch, but what it's gonna do is give you, after 1 month, YouTube's gonna work out what your channel's about, who to share it with, and you're gonna have a month's worth of analytic data to look back on. What thumbnail did they click on most? What titles will click the most? What videos will watch the most? And for the longest time. By the end of 30 days, you're pretty much working 30 days so that you have yourself in analytics. You'll probably maybe be monetized even. I was monetized in 20 days, 19 days on the channel. So you may be monetized already. If not, hopefully you'll be close or getting underway. You'll be able to have all those analytics. You're working your first month, so you have the analytics for your business to work out what went well to do even better in month 2. That means by the end of month 1, you'll know what thumbnails got clicked the most, what titles got clicked, and what videos watched the most. If that means you have to go back through your previous 30 videos, change the thumbnails, change the titles to match it, then do that. Absolutely do that. But by the time you end here, let's say you get to this point, you got 10 videos up, I would then, on this day, release video 1. Oh, mistype that. Release video 1. Let's make that smaller. right here, and then on this day I would release video 2. Now that doesn't mean you need to start editing every day. It means by the time you get to day 10, you've run out of this content. But you've also had this week to do a whole bunch more content, so you'll probably be able to hear, and then you're going to be editing and researching daily, depending on how much. So you might want to release this maybe here on the 15th, and then by the time you get halfway through the next month, one full month, you have had all the content. By the time you've done this and you've got 30 videos down, you've edited 30 vids, you're going to be so quick. You're going to be able to research a video you want to do. You're going to be able to find the footage of it and edit it probably all in one day and do one video a day. After you've done one every day for 30 days, if it's done well enough, you might want to then cut down to one video every other day. You need to do 15 a month. If you're outsourcing this, you can outsource that to the editor, to multiple editors. Now you've got it done, and you can have more than one person working on your channel. This is pretty much a production calendar that I've worked with many times. So I would go through this. I would change this. Obviously, I'll download it and I'll leave it as a resource you can download on here. And I would go through and I would make your own production calendar. When am I researching? When am I learning this? When am I doing that? Now your first video, first 2, 3, 4, 5 videos are going to take you the longest. And the more you do it, the quicker you are going to get. Then after day 30, you're going to be able to go back and look over your analytics, which you need to obsess over. The only way you can grow is if you look at analytics. Do not ignore it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing more than once and expecting a different result. If something didn't go well, you need to change something. Your analytics has all the answers inside it for what you need to change and what you need to do. So that's going to bring me over to my last video in the next section here. We're going to talk about analytics and you need to obsess. I'm going to tell you what you need to look at, what you need to look for in order to grow.